Macedonia in English. Just about everything you want to know.
Local elections scheduled for the 24th of March. In accordance with the deadlines established in the Electoral Code, Parliament Speaker Trajko Veljanovski signed the decision scheduling the local elections for the 24th of March. The document will be sent to the State Election Commission, the body in charge of administering the elections. In a short statement, Veljanovski called on everyone taking part in the election process to manage and adjust their conduct and actions exclusively in line with the provisions of the Constitution and the law in the most dignified manner, because according to him it would enable continuity in obtaining the most positive marks for the way in which the exceptionally important process is organized. VMRO-DPMNE calls on SDSM to return to institutions. Ruling VMRO-DPMNE calls on SDSM and its coalition partners to resume their institutional participation and continue the dialogue in Parliament in order to seek joint solutions to all challenges. This is the part of the conclusions adopted by the ruling party at Saturday's session of the Executive Committee, where the conditions addressed by SDSM for participating in the local elections were reviewed. It is only through an institutional dialogue in the Parliament that we can make joint contribution to build trust and better social and societal conditions and parameters for our citizens. This is our responsibility, reads VMRO-DPMNE's conclusion. PM Gruevski voices readiness for increased monitoring of local elections. The local elections will be organized in a fair and democratic manner as scheduled, and we are ready for increased monitoring because our intentions are clean, and we want those who the citizens think are the best to win, VMRO-DPMNE leader Nikola Gruevski said on Sunday, adding that his party pledges to hold the regular local elections because, as he said, that is both a legal obligation as well as something that the citizens expect. Regarding the opposition's calls for increased monitoring, the Prime Minister said Macedonia was ready to allow every OSCE observer to monitor the elections. SDSM demands simultaneous parliamentary and local elections. According to the plan we have offered, if there is a political will, there is enough time until the 24th of March to reach and execute a political agreement to simultaneously hold local and early parliamentary elections, SDSM said after the local elections had been scheduled. We consider it to be the only way to prevent the political crisis from further deepening. Let the citizens elect a new composition of the legislative and executive power through free, fair and democratic elections. After the Black Monday, the ruling cabinet has no legitimacy because it breached the constitutional order and the legal state. Joint statement by the heads of missions of the European Union and the United States. We have followed closely recent domestic political developments in the country. We are concerned that they are diverting attention from the strategic priorities of the state, the heads of mission of the European Union and the United States said in a statement. The Parliament is the primary forum for addressing and resolving issues and debate in a parliamentary democracy. We therefore encourage the opposition to return to Parliament to represent the large number of citizens who cast ballots in support of the opposition parties in the most recent parliamentary elections. Every democracy needs a strong and active opposition. We equally encourage the government to take all possible steps to restore political dialogue and to create the conditions for effective and transparent activity in Parliament, the statement concludes. Boycotts are not useful, US Ambassador Waller says. We think that the Parliament is the place for discussing and debating the issues. We don't think boycotts by anybody are helpful or useful. We've said that for many years, even when other parties have tried to boycott, we thought that that was not a useful tactic, US Ambassador to Macedonia Paul Waller said, answering a journalist's question in Berovo. But that's something that the parties here will have to work out, how they're going to handle all this. I think the conditions in the Parliament also have to be very open and transparent so that the parties are able to freely discuss the issues there. So, I think both the opposition and the government can do some things to make the situation better, and we'll just see how all that works out, he added. Archbishop Stefan on church role in public life. Asked whether the MOC would take part in reconciliation of certain figures affecting the public and political life in Macedonia, Archbishop Stefan noted that so far they have not received such a demand. We have not received such a demand as yet. However, in my view, we are all obliged to help in any way we can in order for that to happen. The Church will not give up on its role, Archbishop Stefan stated. President Ivanov hosts reception for diplomatic corps. Internationally, regardless of our unfulfilled expectations in the past year, we remain firm in our determination to join the European Union and NATO. We remain committed to our policy of openness and cooperation to all and with all, President Georgi Ivanov said in his address to the reception in Berovo he organized for the members of the diplomatic corps accredited to Macedonia. I believe that with sincere mutual commitment and will, this year we can significantly enhance and positively finalize the talks on the problem that our southern neighbor has with the name of our country, the Republic of Macedonia. In this regard, of crucial importance is the mediation of the United Nations Secretary General and of mediator Mr. Nimitz. But the support and assistance of your countries and the well-intentioned offers for mediation are very welcome, he added.